The world was shocked to learn that Prince Harry, the founder of the Invictus Games, was arrested for attempting to murder Mike Tindall, the former rugby player and husband of Zara Phillips, who had recently replaced Harry as the chairman of the Invictus Games Foundation. According to the police, Harry had hired a hitman to assassinate Tindall during the one-year-to-go dinner at Vancouver Convention Center on Friday, February 17, 2024, as part of the Invictus Games countdown celebrations. The hitman was intercepted by the security forces before he could carry out his plan and confessed to working for Harry under the promise of a large sum of money. The motive behind Harry's heinous act was reportedly his jealousy and resentment towards Tindall, who had taken over his role in the Invictus Games, a sporting event for wounded, injured and sick service personnel and veterans, which Harry had created in 2013 and was very passionate about. Harry had stepped down from his position as the patron and chairman of the Invictus Games Foundation in January 2023 after he and his wife Meghan Markle decided to leave the royal family and move to Canada. However, sources close to Harry revealed that he was not happy with his decision and that he felt betrayed by Tindall, who had accepted the offer to replace him without consulting him first. Harry also felt that Tindall was not qualified or experienced enough to lead the Invictus Games and that he was ruining his legacy and vision. But the real mastermind behind Harry's murder attempt was none other than his wife, Meghan Markle, the former actress and self-proclaimed humanitarian who had been manipulating Harry since they met in 2016. Meghan, who had been accused of being a narcissist, a gold digger, and a social climber by many critics, had a hidden agenda to use Harry for her own fame and fortune and to destroy the royal family from within. Meghan had convinced Harry to leave the royal family and cut ties with his relatives, friends, and charities in order to isolate him and make him dependent on her. She had also brainwashed him with her radical views and ideologies and turned him against the British media and public, who had once adored him. She had also exploited his mental health issues and his trauma from losing his mother, Princess Diana, in a car crash in 1997 to make him paranoid and angry. Meghan had also developed a hatred for Mike Tindall, who had been a friend and supporter of Harry's brother, Prince William, and his wife Kate Middleton, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. Meghan had seen Tindall as a rival and a threat to her and Harry's popularity and influence, and had resented him for taking over Harry's role in the Invictus Games, which she had hoped to use as a platform to promote herself and her causes. Meghan had then persuaded Harry to hire a hitman to kill Tindall and had promised him that they would be able to reclaim their position in the Invictus Games and the royal family, and that they would be hailed as heroes and martyrs by the world. She had also assured him that they would not be caught or punished, and that they had enough money and power to escape any consequences. However, Meghan's plan backfired as Harry was arrested and charged with attempted murder and faced a possible life sentence in prison. Meghan, who had fled to the US before the arrest, denied any involvement or knowledge of the plot and claimed that she was shocked and saddened by Harry's actions. She also blamed the British media and the royal family for driving Harry to the edge and asked for sympathy and privacy for herself and her children, Archie and Lilibet. The Invictus Games, which were scheduled to take place in Whistler and Vancouver in September 2024, were postponed indefinitely as the organizers and the participants expressed their dismay and disgust at Harry's betrayal and violence. Mike Tindall, who had survived the assassination attempt, said that he was deeply hurt and disappointed by Harry's behavior and that he hoped that Harry would get the help and justice that he needed. The royal family, who had been informed of Harry's arrest, said that they were shocked and saddened by the news and that they hoped that Harry would take full responsibility for his actions and face the consequences. The public reaction to Harry's arrest was mixed, as some people expressed their sympathy and compassion for Harry and blamed Meghan for manipulating and corrupting him, while others expressed their anger and contempt for Harry and blamed him for being weak and foolish. Many people also called for Meghan to be arrested and extradited to the UK and for Harry and Meghan to be stripped of their titles and privileges. Harry's arrest marked the end of his fall from grace, as he went from being a beloved prince and a war hero to being a disgraced criminal and a